Well, from the extreme heat, we're going to go into a severe thunderstorm, active weather pattern as we head into your holiday weekend. Hey, everybody, Mark J. Weather here, live from the 3 News studios, and we're going to track in the intense heat. You see it right there. It's already here. Northern Ohio has been basting and basking in the glory of heat indexes to 108 degrees. We've seen those. And of course, actual air temps. We set a record high yesterday of 97 degrees. Today we hit 96. We missed that record by 1 degree. Okay, as always, love having you here. Make sure you type in where you're watching from. And if you have a question to ask, leave that question. And in fact, we have a little special guest with us tonight. One of my favorite storm chasers. He's been all over the country chasing tornadoes and severe thunderstorms, but he happens to be a local guy. Tyler Berry is here with us. I'm going to add him to the stage. Tyler, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Oh, we got a lot of folks coming in from, let's see, Facebook, and also from, let's see, our YouTube channel. Hey, there's Aaron watching from East Lake, Ohio. And we're going to talk about the weather that is now and that is to come. And Tyler is also a severe weather expert. If you want to follow Tyler, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, what else am I missing?
TikTok.
You can follow him on Chasing Ohio. Make sure you do that. But again, now's the time to ask your storm chasing questions as well as any weekend weather questions you have. Now, of course, there's our heat map right there, Tyler. It's been scorching. 100% all week long. We've had, 4 90-degree days in a row. Tomorrow makes 5. And Saturday, if we touch 90, it will be number 6. So pretty incredible there. We got a lot of you coming in. Look at all the folks here. Hello from Holmes County. Laura, how are you? Listening from Massillon, that's Linda. We got Judy from Doylestown on our YouTube page. East Lake, there you are. Let's see. Ethan says Tyler. Okay. You know Tyler's work. That's incredible. And let's see. Matt is watching from Lancaster. So here's the scenario. You can see the heat just over the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes, and most of the eastern half of the country. Now, what I'm going to do here is we're going to go up to our current. I want to show you the satellite map. This is our visible satellite map. How impressive is this?
Very.
I mean, you can see the dome of heat right in the middle, right over Ohio. That is our high pressure. That is our heat dome. But around that, we have what's called the ring of fire. Thunderstorms building south, and then they kind of go up and over the dome of heat and around it. So we've had strong to severe storms through Wisconsin and Minnesota and Michigan, sliding into New York State and New England as they go up and around the high. But here's what's going to happen. Beginning tomorrow, that high pressure is going to weaken. It's going to slide to the south a little bit, and it's going to allow the storm track to shift and come back into northern Ohio. You can see my cursor there. So these storms up here, these storms here, we'll be able to move into northern Ohio. Hello there, Holly. Oh, we got a lot of folks watching now on the Facebook page. And those storms could become severe as we get in. In fact, I'm going to throw up the outlook map. Tyler, severe thunderstorms possible. The yellow is the slight risk. That's level 2 of 5. And potentially damaging wind gusts, the main threat here.
Definitely.
Okay. And the damaging wind threat, again, in that yellow would be the highest. Level 2 of 5, slight risk. And you're thinking, Mark, it's only a slight risk. Okay. Slight risk, to me, in northern Ohio means high risk in many cases. Some of our worst severe weather outbreaks have occurred during
and setups
during high risks. My garden needs some rain. Poor sunflowers. That's from Debbie. Lynn from Bolivar, love having you here. Babysitting in Delaware. Colleen, glad you're here. Hello from Geneva. Conrad is watching. Well, way to go. So this is Friday. And let's go to Saturday. Notice, guess what? The storm, level 2 of 5, shifts a little bit, but it's still firmly in northern Ohio, as you can see. And around that is a level 1, a marginal risk. So we've got Friday and we've got Saturday. And I want to talk a little bit about the timing. Tyler? Any thoughts on the timing here? Let me pull up a couple of models here.
Well, looks like based off everything we've been looking at all evening long, it looks like timing for Friday's severe weather potential across northern Ohio seems to be after, let's say, 5, 6 o'clock into the evening hours till about 11 midnight or so. Definitely main hazards are damaging winds, heavy rain, and frequent lightning. Can't rule out some small hail and any robust storm that does develop in the early stages before our main mode is a line of storms.
Yeah, I pulled up the high-res rapid refresh. Now, the model's been struggling with the precipitation. Every computer model will say something different. So this is the issue we're having, folks. You all want to plan your Friday outdoors. You all want to plan your Saturday outdoors and your Sunday. Problem is there's no agreement in our computer guidance products at all. So basically what we're going to be doing is getting up in the morning, looking at the visible satellite, Tyler, trying to find those little weak, little low pressures, those little spins, those little disturbances, those outflow boundaries, and then how does that impact our day? Yeah. Could stir up thunderstorms. So here is what we call our high-res rapid refresh. And I'll take you back. Let's start. This is 6 a.m. Friday morning. All right, let's take you up through. You can see there are a couple of thunderstorms that try and move into Ashtabula County according to this computer model during the late morning hours. All right, let's bring it on in. And then a few more. This is noon. But then not a lot of activity in the afternoon. We're still hot. We're still humid. A couple more storms try and fire here by the islands. Now, here we go. We're at 8 p.m. This is 9. This is 10. This is 11. Things kind of fade out there. I don't trust any of these.
It is hard to go by weather models this time of year. It is very, very difficult to pinpoint where these storms leave what they call outflow boundaries. So you have clusters of storms that push across, and as they weaken, they leave an outflow boundary of between cool and warm air. And wherever that boundary will set up is where you will watch for afternoon thunderstorm development.
Now, this is the very end of that HRRR model run. And as you can see, this is 2 p.m. on Saturday, and we've got clusters of storms trying to form. Now, these look pretty robust. Don't take the exact location as gospel, but 2 p.m. in the afternoon is when folks want to have their picnics. This would be a little problem. Now, we can go to another model. Let's see if we can get, should we try the RRFS?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to say different things here, folks.
Each model displays something different.
Yeah.
Every model, every update, it shows something different. It is so hard to forecast these very finicky Ridge Rider setups that we're having.
So we all just have to be aware. We have to be ready. This is 8 a.m. Friday morning, according to our one high-res computer model, the RRFS. There's a big cluster at 6 p.m. Friday. It's possible that could happen. It kind of fades a little bit. We see a few more storms around it. And then 11 p.m. Friday night, I still think we're on track for some Friday night thunderstorms, Friday evening and Friday night. I think we are. And then 4 a.m., this is Saturday morning at 7 a.m. This is 9 a.m. Saturday, things are trying to stabilize and dry out a little bit. 2 p.m. Now, notice here, this computer guidance suggests that it's our southern counties that stand the best chance for strong to severe storms, maybe our western counties, Saturday afternoon and evening. And look how much dry weather there is just in time for your fireworks across most of Northeast Ohio. If you buy this solution, you're in pretty good shape for those fireworks.
Definitely.
All right, that's the one. Let's try and find, should we go to, I'm thinking maybe we should try the NAM.
The NAM model.
Let's see what NAM we can grab here. I want to get the NAM 3 if we can. If not, we're going to have to get just a regular NAM. All right, let's do this one. This is the regular NAM, but again, it's a little less resolution. But here we go. Let's take you up to 1 a.m. Friday morning. Things look good. Things look good. Here's noon on Friday. Again, afternoon looks good, hot and humid. We've got a couple of storms trying to fire close to the turnpike. This is 9 p.m. Here we go into the overnight hours. Now we've got a few thunderstorms popping and moseying on through. Saturday morning, a couple of lingering showers early. Then we dry it out. Here's 8 p.m. There's 8 p.m. Saturday. Nah, there's 11 p.m. This is fireworks time.
Definitely would put a damper on fireworks if that solution did come to fruition.
Absolutely. We've got a couple of questions here. This is Terry Watkins. Any chance for tornadoes?
Any chance for tornadoes? No. There looks to be zero chance of any tornadic activity across the state. It's mostly a damaging wind event, brief heavy rain, frequent lightning, maybe very small hail, and a robust storm that does get going. However, for tomorrow's severe weather setup, not everybody may see a thunderstorm. Not everyone might not see severe weather. It all depends on the location of any boundaries that form across the region overnight tonight into tomorrow morning.
Absolutely. And again, there's your big yellow boundary of slight risk for severe. This is tomorrow, and it would be primarily during the afternoon and evening. Now, if I bring up the current radar, look at our heat map. Again, we have one more day of the intense heat. We've got our extreme heat warning for all of the state of Ohio, and it goes all the way out to Missouri and all the way up into New England there. We got one more day of our extreme heat warning, and that is in effect until 8 p.m. tomorrow. But we're watching some thunderstorms up here, and my computer's got to load. But I do want to try and get some radars up here and see what we can see as far as severe weather. I don't see any warnings though right now. A couple out here. So let's go to Sioux Falls and see what we can see. There's North Dakota. Oh, out here we got a couple of severe cells. And these are some of the clusters that will be shifting our way into the weekend. We had one tornado report. Look at those 70 and 80 mile an hour wind gusts. How about that 100 mile an hour wind gust right there?
100.
100.
That is destructive. So if you get any wind gusts over 80 miles an hour, that's considered destructive severe thunderstorm winds. They can do the same amount of damage as a weak EF0, EF1 tornado. So any wind over 80 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour, even 100 miles an hour, that's definitely something you want to take seriously.
100%. We're going to pick up the Sioux Falls radar here, Tyler. And you can see these are the strongest severe storms that are currently moving through the Dakotas headed into Minnesota. And this is some of the activity type that we're expecting to come our way. If you were chasing these, Tyler, which cell would you be approaching? Which one would you be interested in?
Well, if I was chasing right now, if you notice that little cell approaching Tyler,
right here,
surprisingly, that's the one I would probably go for. You got little Boeing segments within the main storm itself for the best chance of damaging winds.
And which way would you approach this thing?
I would probably approach it from the east-southeast.
So you'd come in here from Slayton, Hadley, and you want to move up. You want to come into the dry southern quadrant here. You don't want to get into the heavy rain or the hailstorm, am I right? Yeah. So there you have it. In fact, I can move this on up. You can see some pretty intense hail, and there's a nice little mesovorticity in here. There's a little spin right in here. As far as tornadic activity, this is 1 inch hail that just fell right there. Just reported 1 inch hail. So we'll see some of these. I don't think we'll have a huge hail threat coming our way.
Mostly straight line winds.
Right. Mostly the straight line winds. All right, this is Cameron. That has all the conditions for the possibility of a derecho. Explain what a derecho is, first of all.
So what a derecho is exactly is you get clusters of storms that form way well off to the west in individual thunderstorm cells, and they eventually converge together and spread out into a line. So if you think of it as a bow, like a Boeing segment, like a backwards C on radar, that produces severe winds over 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour for over, I believe, 250, 300 miles.
Right. Yeah.
To be classified as a derecho.
It's a long-lived line of severe thunderstorms that produces wind damage all along the line. And I believe there can be no damage report that's farther apart than like 100 miles.
I'm not around that.
And of course, you have cloud top temperatures that have to be achieved too. You have a certain cloud top temp. But this, not a derecho, but this is the type of potential
cluster of storm that we could experience here in Northeast Ohio.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Oh, Debbie says, thank you for clearing that up. Awesome.
Welcome.
Do you think there's a 70 mile an hour wind threat? This is from Ethan. Well,
Well, that honestly all depends on if we get enough destabilization in the atmosphere tomorrow,
mhm.
and also depends on if we see any residual outflow boundaries that may form, and you would really need that robust, strong instability, which we do have in place tomorrow. However, we are lacking a little bit of shear. We have a little bit of shear, but not a lot. So we could potentially get a couple gusts 60, maybe 70 miles an hour across Northeast Ohio tomorrow evening.
All right. So what does firework time look like for Rochester, Ohio? That would be Saturday.
Saturday.
Again, our current computer guidance isn't suggesting things blow up, but this is apt to change because, as I said at the very beginning, you really have to watch hourly and daily as to see where these little pieces of energy are set up. Because right now, they're small scale, and it's hard to know. It's hard to know. Ann says, I sound like I'm in a tunnel. Is anyone else having trouble with the audio? Jody says sounds dangerous for camping.
Definitely is dangerous for camping. I would not recommend camping during any severe weather potential, just for the nature of you have strong winds coming through, a bunch of woods, and these tall trees can come crashing down on campsites, tents, RVs, and potentially be fatal.
Yeah. All right. What does it look like for Canton? Jim wants to know. Toss that coin. Again, Jim, we don't know exact timing of any of these storm clusters. No one does. Not the National Weather Service, not the Storm Prediction Center. No one does. And we are absolutely trying to pay very close attention with each successive computer guidance that comes out. You know, every 3 hours, every 6 hours, even every hour for some of them. We have to watch very, very carefully to see what's changed and what's new and how we can get that information out to you. So this is kind of why I'm here today, because a lot of you beginning tomorrow have the day off. You're not going to be watching TV. Maybe you will, but are you going to be paying attention? Saturday, how many of you are going to sit down and watch the 6 o'clock news? So you're going to depend on me to come to you with this kind of information where you are. That's on your phone, that's on your Facebook, that's on your Instagram, that's on YouTube here, and even I think we're on LinkedIn. So I'll try and do that this weekend, and you need to grab that ball and run with it. You all who are watching need to share the information, let your friends and family know, because we've got to get your attention, even if you're not sitting in front of the television set. All right?
I would like to add to that if I may.
Sure.
So with the next couple days into severe weather we have across Northeast Ohio, you may think you wake up, blue skies, sunny, hot, humid, like it's been the last few days. However, these storms that may form tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours will most likely explode like of a cap. So the atmosphere during the day would be capped, and you need that trigger. And whatever that trigger may be is the outflow boundary or little mesovortex coming through, can just light a match and just let the atmosphere explode. So each hour, let's say 2 p.m. for example, might not have anything on radar. 3 o'clock might have an explosive thunderstorm. These storms can pop up very quickly. So it's definitely something to just keep an eye on throughout the day.
All right, Tyler, I'm going to have you turn off your mic on the program that you're running on. Okay, and we're gonna try and see if we can get rid of the echo, because when your wife tells you that you sound like you're in a tunnel, Mary, I love you. So
All right,
let me
let's
know
try that.
if this fixes the audio. Okay, does this fix the audio? Let me know. Okay, hopefully. I'm watching News 3 at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Thank you, Maria. Appreciate that. Yes, you have tunnel talking, but can't understand you. Is it still tunnel talk? Let me know. You still hear the tunnel? Maybe my mic. I don't know. You still hear the tunnel? Mary, can you comment? Flowers getting hammered, says Sarah. Flowers getting hammered. Depends on where the heavy rain sets up. It really does.
I know my garden needs the rain.
Yeah, mine does too. Oh, yes, you're good to go. No, it's
All right.
not. Clearer, much better.
All right. There we go.
Right.
Technical difficulties. Sorry about that.
Echo gone. Okay, so just a little quick fix, and now we're running. Sorry about that. Echo, my friends. We'll do better. We'll do better in the new building. All right. So once again, what you see on your screen are potential severe thunderstorms. These are right now up in Minnesota, South Dakota, and they're moving toward the east. But the problem we're going to have this weekend, when you least want it, is these thunderstorms are probably going to begin to move our way. All right. Because the high pressure ridge that's in control of our weather right now is going to weaken and slide south. Okay. And that's going to allow the storm track, which is now in Michigan and southern Ontario, to drop south as well. And of course, as I mentioned before, we have the potential for severe storms right in here. The yellow is the level 1 of 5, and that is for Friday. Here's the risk for Saturday. Right there, all of Ohio under some sort of risk. The yellow would be the level 2 of 5. But don't worry about the levels, because even if it says slight risk, folks,
Doesn't mean you'll get a severe thunderstorm.
it doesn't mean you won't get a severe thunderstorm either. It means
Any thunderstorm that's around could be severe.
I
And a
keep
scattered
saying,
variety.
right. Some of our worst severe weather events have occurred when we're under a slight risk. Tornadoes, large hail that destroys car dealerships, all of those things happen.
Even a couple marginal risks can
Even a
surprise
couple
you.
of marginals. That's right. Sunday, the severe risk is farther south and east, but that'll fill back in. We're not, day 4 doesn't give you all the pretty colors yet. And of course, here's tonight, and it does have the extreme northern counties of Ohio outlooked in a marginal level 1 of 5 risk here in the darker green, right along the shoreline. But folks, I think the storms are well to our north.
It's a very low chance of this happening.
Yeah, and I think they're going to stay to our north. If I turn on the radar, let's do the Cleveland radar right here. Okay, I'm turning that radar on. There's nothing. There's stuff up here near Buffalo. So the storm track is farther north. You can see them right here. There's nothing in Cleveland. Let's see if Detroit has anything to show us.
Nope.
Nothing there either. So I'm not worried that you're going to be awakened by a severe storm tonight. I mean, it's possible, but I don't think it's likely. I don't think it's likely. Okay. Debbie says, I would love to have a few days of soft, gentle rain. I would too.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm being joined by storm chaser extraordinaire Tyler Berry. He chases tornadoes all around the country, but he just happens to be local. He lives in Northern Ohio, and he does help us a lot with some of our
severe weather events.
100%. So if you're not following Tyler, Chasing Ohio.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter.
You will see some phenomenal storm pictures from past tornado chases and from some recent Northern Ohio severe weather events that, man, got real dicey. From like last week in Bainbridge when you caught that wall cloud.
Yeah.
Over Bainbridge, and you'll see that wall cloud on any of his Chasing Ohio pages. So make sure you're following. Thank you, Marianne, for asking again, because Charlie says Tyler's awesome. You
Well,
got
thank
some
you.
fans and followers.
I do.
You got some fans and followers. Okay, and yes, Harmony wants to know who the guest is. Tyler Berry. I don't have a chroma key for him, but you kind of get the idea. He's incredible.
Well,
oh my gosh.
I try to be.
There you go. All right. Any storm chasing questions you want to ask Tyler, just throw them up. We're just kind of giving you an overview of the weekend. So the bottom line is, number 1, heat and humidity. One more day of the heat warning, and that is tomorrow, okay, through 8 p.m. Let's widen out our view. Look at all those heat warnings out there. Continues. We'll have a high in the middle 90s, a feels like temp above 100 degrees, maybe as close to 105 or 106. But during the afternoon on Friday, we may have strong to severe storms, especially evening and overnight. Strong to severe storms are possible, and the main threats, Tyler, again?
Damaging straight line winds, brief heavy rain, and frequent lightning.
Yeah, brief heavy rains and frequent lightning. And some of these storms are up here already, and these are going to be coming our way. But the severe weather threat is not over Friday evening and Friday night. Day number 2, which is Saturday, there's also a severe weather threat, and I can show you that right here. Whoop, let's get over here. That's
Friday.
This is Friday. This is Saturday. So there's still a severe weather threat, level 2 of 5, and level surrounding that across the rest of the state is a level 1, a marginal risk. So you've got to pay attention because you're all going to be outside. You're all going to be playing. You're going to be having your picnics and your fun. So this is why we're here right now. We're going to give you some information that'll help get you started on your weekend, but you have to stay connected with me. If you're not following me right now, make sure you're clicking that follow page. Leave a comment, leave a question, tell me where you're watching from. And that will tell the algorithm that they'll send you my updates. If you're following, if you're liking, if you're commenting, then the algorithm says, okay, that person is interested in this, and they're going to send it to you. Your job now is to also share with friends and family so that they know. Don't share the hollow part, where we sounded like we were in a cave. We fixed that, okay? We fixed that. So Chasing Ohio is Tyler Berry and Mark J. Weather right here. Make sure you're following us. What time tomorrow, Dana? What time? It depends on where you are, but we're generally talking evening, 7, 8 o'clock. I mean, there could be a thunderstorm popping a little sooner.
Yeah.
But I would say 6, 7, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. starting and then driving on through. That's when I watch. And then Saturday is primarily mid to late afternoon.
Early evening hours.
Early evening. And then Sunday could be any time during the day, but hopefully you have some dry time if you have to make up your picnic. Have that rain date just in case. You may call the family and say, you know what, don't show up tomorrow. Show up on Sunday. We'll do it on Sunday, just in case you're worried about rain and thunder. But Sunday may have some as well. Just stay up to date with us. Any last thoughts, Tyler?
No, I'm all out of thoughts right now.
Judy says Tyler is great.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're a fan. And be looking for Tyler, again, on all of the social media platforms, but also you'll see some of his stuff posted on my pages as well. Because when he's on a storm, it's usually pretty impressive. Anyway, thanks everybody for being here. Stay alert this weekend. Heat and storms and then storms. That's the bottom line. Some of those storms could be severe. Last words?
I appreciate everyone tuning in. Appreciate the comments, questions, everything. Hope to see you guys soon. And maybe you'll see me on a chase coming up.
Oh, boy. Tornadoes? Maybe.
Never know.
Everybody have a safe holiday. We'll see you tonight at 11 on 3 News. And then all weekend long, we'll update you right here on these platforms. Thanks for being here, folks. Really grateful for all of you. Have a good night.
Bye.